Hello friends, let's say you have a piece of paper that is 200 millimeter long. Now if you want to fold that from the center, what you would get is 100 and 100, right? I would say yes. Now let's pause it here and continue the same topic when it comes to a sheet metal. Now let's keep this concept in your mind and continue to understand the better folding of sheet metal and the basic mechanics of how it is getting folded. Just for the reference, we will always keep 100 and 100 as our outside to outside flanges. Okay, now let's say we have the same piece of 200 in a sheet metal with a thickness of 2 mm. Would you say it would give me the same dimensions like before, 100 and 100? Whoa, wait. Now you would say that what about the thickness of the material? Okay, so now let's say you have a piece of 2 mm sheet that is getting folded and you are getting something like this. I wouldn't say it would be 100 by 100. One of the dimensions would be wrong. To understand what happened here and why that would be wrong, we need to find out what happens around here. Okay, I'm going to zoom in this area a bit better in the next page. So what happens is, let's say you have this is the zoomed area of the sheet metal. So in here, when you press the sheet, when it goes up at this area, you will get a compression. So you will get a compression in this area, and outside this area will expand. So that will get a tension on the outside. Now if you're clear with the tension and compression, there would be a point in between this sheet metal surface that where there would be no tension and no compression. So that line behaves just like a paper, like that will give you a correct dimensions of both sides. To find out what that dimensions would be, we find the K factor. Just so we are on the same page, if you have understood the last concept better, now what that middle line represents is called the neutral axis. This is called the neutral axis. And the ratio between that is called a small t. So the ratio from the inside to here and the thickness of the metal is called a K factor. So in a way, your K factor is small t by thickness. So now let's say we have a flat sheet of 50 by 200 and we want to fold that right into the center. So let's say if we fold this right into the center, would we get 100 by 100? No, right? Because now we know about the thickness of the sheet metal, we would get something like 99.5 and 100.1, something like that. To get 100 by 100 perfect, we might need to do some adjustment in the flat side. So instead of cutting it at 200, what if we cut this at 201 to get a perfect fold? Let's say, or if this is a 10 mil, then you might have to cut it at 205, depending on the K factor of a particular material. Now, before I continue, let's understand the terminology of press brake folding. Let's say this is a press brake folding that you want to achieve. This is the thickness of a material, so that is called a thickness T. Now, as you already know, the center line is called the neutral axis. That's called the neutral axis. That small part here is called IR, which is called internal radius. And the angle between these two flange is called internal angle. So angle of internal inside and angle of outside would be the same because the thickness is the same. That to that is called flange A, and that is called flange B. what we normally prefer as outside to outside dimensions. So first thing that impacts the K factor is the material. So material of K factor, because it varies from different material. So let's say it is stainless, has a different K factor, mild steel has a different K factor, and aluminium has a different K factor. It all depends on what kind of material that you are folding. Number two is the thickness. So K factors varies for every different thicknesses. So let's say if you're folding 1.5 SS and 2 mil SS stainless steel, both K factor might be different depending on the thickness of the material. And third thing that would vary depending on that would be the inside radius of the fold. So you will normally find it like if you are folding it from here, you will see up 90 degree R 1.5 or R3. So every different radius have a different K factor depending on the toolings of a press brake.